They think they ruined their last chance with you. They went away to heal, but you still don't want them. That's what they're afraid of. Either you have had a conversation or they're dreading a conversation. Afraid to come in. And you may have told them this. You may have just said no. Look, I'm just relaying a message. You know who it is if it's for you. It's for your intuition. Someone who acted like it wasn't a big deal, but it is. Like, they made a really subtle move toward you. I just got that subtle move. Like, where you maybe didn't even know that's what it was. Because they didn't want you to know. Because they didn't want the rejection. But that's the thing. Is I just got that the fact that they're being so subtle is why you rejected them. It's like, make a move. Very frustrating. Very frustrating. If that person's listening to this, you just need to make a move, okay? Put yourself out there is what I'm saying. When I say make a move, I just mean put your feelings out there. I know it's going to be hard, but very frustrating. Because you know what? This shows this person's character. If they're being such a wuss like this, that's a bad sign. That's a bad sign. I'm really getting somebody that won't stand up for themselves. And if they won't stand up for themselves, they won't stand up for you. They think that they've done enough work on themselves, but you're not so sure about that. If this is for you, like, they really are trying. They are trying, but that's what holds this person back. Is just complete fear of failure. Like, what do they expect? What do they expect? They'll learn eventually that they can't just keep going on like this. Because maybe they're expecting you to put it out there or admit you have feelings or whatever. And it's really not your place. Like, I'm getting that you either did or just that the ball's in their court. And what keeps, what has always happened is that it comes to a stopping point with them. Because they have a lot of healing to do. What is going on with this person? A lot of fear. A lot of fear. And they're also secretly jealous over anyone that you talk to, anyone that they think you might be involved with. Like, if you're on Facebook, okay, look, Obsessed came out. I was going to say, if you're on Facebook or anywhere, like, this is someone who follows your follower count. Even if you're not like a content creator making content all the time, this is someone who, okay, they pay attention to stuff like your Snap score, your Snapchat score. They want to see if it's increased because they want to know if you're talking to people, sending pictures and stuff, because that's what happens there. They pay attention to stuff like that. They spend a lot of time paying attention to stuff like that. This is someone who is pretty sure they know some of your anonymous accounts and everything. Like, if you have a private account, they think they know what it is. It's crazy. They have put a lot of time into this. A lot of time into nothing. Because what's it going to lead to? I mean, are they just going to keep going on and being obsessed and never doing anything about it? They're frustrating. Like, so many times, it's been like almost. And it looks like something's going to happen and then they just crap out, okay? And that could resonate in many different ways. Like, suddenly they just, I mean, there's big attachment issues here. Really, really big attachment issues. But it's like suddenly they just fumble every time, somehow. They sabotage it. Security is what they don't feel like they have. You need to move on. Yeah, this is so frustrating. I mean, the way this works for me is I get these energies, like feelings. And I'm getting this, like, I just am feeling a general frustration, like I've said several times here. I couldn't be what you wanted. They could be if they'd stop saying stuff like that. But this is a deep problem. This is a massive red flag, okay? They could be what you wanted. Because they just keep holding themselves back. They really do. Cancel dates at the last minute, stuff like that. You are the prize. This is what intimidates them. Because people have told them that you're special, that they're lucky to have you, that they shouldn't fumble you again. People have really, you know, that's part of it. People have gotten in their head. People, they talk to too many people. They've asked too many opinions, and you may have heard about it. Other people may have leaked it back to you. That's how massive it is. Like, I'm getting somebody had a conversation where They assumed something went well, like a third person here, like an acquaintance or a mutual friend ask you, oh, how'd it go? Like it was this big buildup and you're like, nothing happened. They backed out. And it's like, to everybody else, this person was saying that you had this massive date planned or that they were even planning an engagement for some of you. This is someone who, look, I had this happen to a friend of mine once. A guy took her ring shopping and broke up with her the next week. But you know what? That's why you don't just jump in, Maybe going ring shopping was what made him really rethink and be like, do I really want to marry this girl? But she was, devastated. It was terrible. Terrible. I mean, I kind of see both sides of that one, but like, this is someone who would do that. Because chances are, like even that my friend I just mentioned, that guy probably had doubts before the ring shopping. So before you take a girl ring shopping, be very, very certain. But that's what I mean. It's almost like that kind of build-up, where they built it up to everybody else and told everybody it was going to be this great thing, and then it was nothing. It was nothing. This person's a massive disappointment, and I'm sorry to say that. Because I'm telling you, it goes very deep for this person. You're beautiful inside and out, and you are the prize, both those came out. It's intimidation. A lot of it's intimidation with you. You are someone they really want to be with, but it's like they choke at the last minute every time. They choke at the last minute like it's almost like training for the Olympics or something. And you want that gold medal. But then at the very last second, you do something to completely sabotage yourself because all of a sudden you realize you're going to have the gold medal and it's going to be intimidating to stand up there. You don't even want the silver or the bronze. You just decide to just do something massive that ruins it. It's like they're afraid to go down in history or something. It's weird. Yeah, this person has some deep emotional wounds they really need to work on before they can handle somebody like you, or really anybody. But I'm telling you, a lot of it really is the fact that they're intimidated by you. Because they've heard a lot of things about you. And also, honestly, you don't know this person as well as you think. They don't know you as well as they think. And that's really the disconnect here. Because some of you I know are very frustrated with this person as well. Like, why do they do this? Why do they lead people on and just fumble? It's almost like they do it on purpose. I mean, they do, but they don't. They have good intentions. But then, like I said, at that last minute, just something goes through their mind. They just kind of wig out, freak out. And they don't even know why. They look back and they're like, no, I don't know why I did that. Better figure it out. Unless they want to be lonely, because I mean, this is a red flag. Shared experiences. Deepen the bond between you and others. They want to go back and deepen the bond with you. They wish they could. That's what they dream about. That's why they're obsessed. Because they hold out hope. Like buying vegetables that you say you're going to eat because you're starting a diet, then they just sit in their fridge and go bad. I thought it was just me, but there's a whole lot of... I saw a video about it the other day, and I was like, oh, I feel better. Sometimes social media can be such therapy, but anyway, that's what it's like with you. It's like they buy all this stuff. I mean, it's a metaphor, obviously, but like they load up their fridge like they're going to start this new eating plan. They load up their fridge like a new life is beginning. Then they let the food spoil. There's just something in them that hasn't... I don't even know how to explain it. Let me just connect to this energy. Let me just connect to this energy, very frustrating energy. Why are you so frustrating? I downplay my feelings because I don't want to get hurt. You need to get to the bottom of exactly what this is. Because sometimes just the awareness of it makes it go away. Because then suddenly it changes your belief. They just have such low self-esteem. Why would they want me? Well, then you got to stop trying. Yes, I'm talking to the energy. Look, do it or don't, but you got to stop leading this person on, okay? It's really sad. I feel very sad for you, but you really just need some kind of therapy. Okay, this person's really depressed, you guys. This is a really deep, deep issue. When I say this person needs therapy, they need more than that. It's really sad. Like, this person doesn't know. I mean, I know they're frustrating. I know. But does it really help to just smack someone and be like, get over it? No. You can't do that. Just stop doing it. No, it doesn't work that way. I mean, on a rare occasion it does, on rare occasion. But this is a massive pattern of thinking, of low self-esteem. They feel like nobody's taught them how to make a proper approach romantically. But does anybody ever really teach you that? I mean, I guess people do. There are people out there who do teach that kind of stuff. But who goes to those people? This person just feels very intimidated. They think you're way out of their league. You may think you're not, but they think you are in some respect. Looks, career, class, something. They're afraid if you learned who they really are, like how they grew up or something. Oh, that's a lot of it. They're ashamed of how they grew up. Karmic lesson. That's what this person's learning, because you know what? They keep choosing the wrong people because they don't know how to choose the right person. It's like they know how to choose, but they don't know how to claim, if that makes sense. I'm not saying you can just be claimed like that. It has to be mutual. But there are so many times this person could have done something. You know, could have made a move. Or could have matched your energy. It's really that. They feel like they can't match you. But they feel like that with a lot of people. This is frustrating because for most of you, this was somebody you really wanted to connect with. You really wanted to. And there were a lot of good times. Like a best friend type of thing. Like, I'm getting just conversations that go on forever. A lot of similar interests, doing the same things, even if they seem kind of nerdy or weird. Like, I'm getting that you guys really connected on some deep levels, but they're afraid to lose it. They're afraid to lose it. Because they're afraid you're going to come to your senses and realize that they're not good enough for you. And I'm using air quotes for a reason. They're afraid you're going to figure out. It's imposter syndrome, too. It's really imposter syndrome. This is sad. Alone, but not lonely. Oh, gosh. Peacemaker. Don't let them get you frustrated, for one. Like, I mean, seriously, I'm getting frustration all around here because the person's frustrated with themselves. They have frustrated you in the past, but don't let them get you angry, okay? Keep the peace. Because at this point, it's like somebody you would just want to scream at. I know, people get that frustrating. I know, keep the peace. And please know that this was not your only chance either, because some of you, what I'm really getting is that this was such a deep connection that it's frustrating because you think you're never going to find anything like it. May you find something that replaces it and makes you forget all about it. Manifest this same feeling, like the stuff that you liked with this person, with someone else. That's what you do. Even if you had to make a list. Even if you make a list. This is what I liked. I know I want this again. There is some power. There is some magic in making a list, okay? I have learned that so much lately. And just looking at that list. Because what it does is it adds up all the little things that you forgot about. It just kind of pulls everything together. Draws the focus. And it's a good thing. Start making more lists. Don't tell people about it. People don't need to know about all your list making. But in fact, I'm about to go to bed and I'm going to do that myself. It's so powerful. Make a list of what you want. You can even make a list of what you don't want. But at the top of that list, write something like old story or something, okay? Because the universe really likes words that are in order. Okay? The universe likes order when it comes to that stuff. And stuff you want to let go of, just say limiting beliefs. I let go of these now. I no longer have these, and then put that. Just what I'm saying is, if you make a list of negative stuff, make sure you frame it a certain way. But oh gosh, what came out? You achieve everything you want in life. You know what? That came out as I talk about lists, because I'm going to do some stuff. I'm about to have some courses and downloads about it. It's really all I can think about lately, so I know I've got to do it. Really, because I'm here just to show you how to exit this matrix. Okay? And make a list of what you want. This person has shown you some things you want in a relationship. Make a list. Even if it's just a few minutes. What I do, though, is I actually have a notebook where I keep multiple lists. And it's really become handy. I definitely suggest it. It'll change your life. It will change your life. Make lists about what you want. Or what you don't want, like I said, but frame it a certain way. And once those little things start adding up, it's like pennies make dollars, you know? Seconds make hours. All those little things add up. There's a lot of power in that. So just start reading through that list and just draw in that, like the more you read through it, the more excited you get about it. The more excited you get about it, the more you're going to draw that in. The excitement really increases the frequency. Just like anger does, anger or fear, but just excitement, joy, happiness. I really liked it when I was with this person and this happened. So, just write a few words that remind you of what it was. That kind of feeling. Somebody who makes you feel that way. But you can also make a list of things you want this person to change because, don't limit. No limits. There are a lot of people out there who say you can change people, okay? I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole right now. It's also part of simulation theory that maybe the person's not even real, okay? Everybody's you in another form anyway. You're connected to every single thing on this planet. All the way down to the nucleus of your cells, okay? Making a list about the person might make them change. Who knows? I know that's a crazy thing to say. But really, manifest them in another form because be grateful that they showed you what you want. But they are very frustrating. Some massive stuff has to change. May they be healed. May they be completely healed. Because they're going to live a rough life of loneliness. That alone but not lonely card came out. That's you, alone but not lonely. They are alone and lonely, and it's really sad. Seriously, this is someone who cannot get out of their own way. Even if you paid them, they couldn't do it. Not the state they're in right now. May they be healed. May they be healed. There is hope for everyone. Don't be afraid to make that list because it's going to change your life. You achieve everything you want in life. It is spoken, it is written, and so it is. Amen.